In the shadow of the New York City skyline sits Van Cortlandt Park, a natural beauty with country qualities. But the serenity of green grass and wooded paths doubles as a grueling test for cross-country runners. Today, the Ivy's best will challenge the terrain and each other in the 2015 Ivy League Heptagonal Cross Country Championship. The Ivy League is well represented on the cross-country stage with two men's teams, Columbia and Penn, nationally ranked. In today's competition, 7 of the top 10 individual men finishers from the 2014 championship are in the field, including last year's winner, Penn junior Thomas Awad. On the women's side, Princeton and Columbia are nationally ranked. And 7 of the top 10 finishers from 2014 are in the field, including last year's runner-up, Dana Giordano of Dartmouth.
It's an apex course. Get to the top of the hill back here. You get to that last hill and then you pull the string up because it's mostly downhill from there. They know the place. We made sure of it.
At the sound of the gun, 86 runners from 8 schools have one goal: master Van Cortlandt Park, known as the Mecca of cross-country running. The opening part of the course is the flats, a huge expanse of land that once was used for military exercises. But the wide open space quickly narrows. The Ivy Heps are nearly a mile into the race and on the cow path, a tree-lined dale with a gravel path and little room to maneuver. Up ahead is the bridge. Built to connect the park after it was divided by 3 major highways, runners come to this busy intersection 3 times. The first time is 2.1 kilometers into the race. Cornell's Ben Rainero is first to arrive with a time of 6 minutes, 2.1 seconds. Columbia's Tate Rutherford is next, followed by Michael Sublette of Princeton, Jake Boyle of Columbia, and Jeremy Spezio of Princeton. The quintet is separated by 0.6 of a second. The second time along the cow path will take the field back to the bridge with a new race leader. 4.1 kilometers into the race, Dartmouth's Brian Masterson has the lead with a time of 12 minutes 35 seconds. Cornell's Ben Rainero is now second. Jack Boyle, Thomas Awad, Tate Rutherford, and Aubrey Meyer are the top 6 runners. What lies ahead is the most grueling portion of the race, Cemetery Hill. Named after the small cemetery perched above the path, it was the final resting place for the Van Cortlandt family. 5.1 kilometers into the race, last year's winner Thomas Awad is now leading, followed by Cornell's Ben Rainero and Columbia's Aubrey Meyer. These will be familiar names as the race heads towards the finish line. As the field heads for home, Thomas Awad takes one last look at the field, and with a big smile on his face, wins the 2015 Ivy Heps individual title with a time of 24 minutes, 26.4 seconds. Kevin Dooney of Yale is second at 24 minutes, 29.5 seconds, and Aubrey Meyer of Columbia is third at 24 minutes, 30.3 seconds. Overall, it was the Columbia men who win the 2015 Ivy League Heptagonal Cross Country title with a score of 65, followed by Penn with 69 points. Yale and Cornell with 75 points, with Princeton, Dartmouth, Harvard, and Brown rounding out the field.
I've always said along, I don't think there's a better cross-country conference from top to bottom in the country. And to come in here and be able to still run the way you run all season and come out and win is great. And we were extremely excited to win, and it's great for the program and great for the kids.
I love racing the Ivy League Championships. It's super exciting. Heps is awesome. Felt pretty good. Best race so far for me. I've been feeling too hot this season, so I was pretty happy coming in, feeling like myself with the years past.
The 2015 Ivy League Men's Heptagonal Cross Country Champions with 65 points, Columbia.
This was an historic race for the women. For the first time in Ivy Heps history, the race at Van Cortlandt Park was a 6K run, moving away from the traditional 5K. Dartmouth was the reigning 2-time champ, but the Princeton women took to the unique layout of Van Cortlandt Park. A tight bunch of runners entered the cow path headed to the bridge and back hills. Brown's Natalie Shurowitz and Dartmouth's Dana Giordano running stride for stride with Princeton's Lizzie Bird and Harvard's Courtney Smith in close pursuit.
Let's go!
As the field headed to the bridge and into the back hills, Dartmouth's Dana Giordano was in front, with Princeton's Lizzie Bird second and Harvard's Courtney Smith third. But in the back hills, Lizzie Bird excelled and came out onto the bridge with the lead. Courtney Smith was now second and Dana Giordano third. At the 5.1 kilometer mark, Lizzie Bird is stretching out the lead. Her time of 17 minutes 59.3 seconds has her comfortably in front. At this point, it looks like Courtney Smith will finish second as Dana Giordano is falling back. As the field headed for home, Lizzie Bird was out in front, headed to the individual championship with a time of 20 minutes 47.4 seconds. A tremendous race for second and third. Dana Giordano and Courtney Smith battled to the wire, with Giordano taking second 0.5 of a second ahead of third-place finisher Courtney Smith. The Princeton women claimed the 2015 Ivy League Heptagonal Team Championship with 60 points, which included 3 runners in the top 10. It's their first team title since 2010, the last time the Ivy Heps were at Van Cortlandt Park. Yale finished second with 83 points. Columbia was third with 94 points, but had 4 of its runners finish in the top 10. Brown, Penn, Cornell, Harvard, and Dartmouth filled out the field.
Well, I wanted to just stick on the top group for the whole run and then just kick at the end. But then I was feeling good in the back hill, so I was going up one hill and then suddenly I was at the front, so I just thought I should stay there. I'm so excited. This is really what I wanted, what we all wanted, and we knew we could do it, and we all just had to do what we could do, which was really nice. We weren't too pumped up before. We were just really relaxed going into it, and we've been working so well as a team this season.
Princeton deserved to win today. They were the best team out there. Liz Bird's the best competitor, and we all care so much. And the way that when we finish, people treat each other after the race, it's just, I have so much respect for everyone else in the league. And then the way that they've accepted me and really brought me in, I care a lot about them too.
The 2015 Ivy League Women's Heptagonal Cross Country Champion with 60 points, Princeton.